Shalom, shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Kakwadash, Yahweh, which is the one only true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. I would like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. And shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much in this lesson, it's going to be titled as Do the Works. All right. I did a lesson about this, previously times, but it's just a reminder again because we had to suspend an individual from our camp because he was not being diligent, And he also did some things. Also, I'm not going to put, all of the information of what this individual has done, but this individual has been warned. He has tuned into my video. He know the order that's supposed to be done, but he didn't do it. And again, this lesson again, when we do the works, when you're in this truth, you have to do the works. And this isn't about you, this isn't about me, this isn't about the camp, this isn't about anything but Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, when you doing the works, this is about the Lord. All right, and it's just a lot of you individuals, y'all not doing the works, y'all not looking at that. All right, so you supposed to do the works. This is for the Lord. This ain't about you. This ain't about me. It isn't about any of us. This is about doing the works of the Lord and also receiving salvation. All right, but again, you brothers want to talk about how the kingdom of heaven is going to be, how we're going to have many women, how we're going to be changed, how the kingdom is going to be looking so nice, and we ain't got to worry about this, we ain't got to worry about that, we ain't got to worry about. Y'all talk about that, but you got to do the works to get that. You can't just, you're in the truth, or you're in a camp, and then now all of a sudden now you're getting lazy and you don't want to do no works. You can't do that. You can't talk about how beautiful the kingdom is going to be if you're not fucking doing the works to get that. You got to do the works to get that. You got everything that we see, that we know how the kingdom is going to be. You got to do the works to receive that. All right? If you're just sitting and talking about it with brothers and all of that, you got to do the works to get that. I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. I can't sit and talk about how beautiful it's going to be in the kingdom, and we always saying, Lord willing, we the elect, but you're not doing no works to get that. You got to do the works to get that, to get spiritual power, to be delivered, to receive the kingdom. You got to do the works. All right? And so like it for the rambling, but this is a lesson on that. That individual that's suspended for 1 week, you got to do the works to get that. All right? We can't talk about how the kingdom is going to be, and you're not, and how saying, Lord willing, you're the elect. You want to say, Lord willing, you're the elect, but you're not doing no works to do that. You're not even going out to camp doing that, and we're not going to remind you. You know what you should be doing. So what if you're out there teaching, because this individual, he's in college. So what if you're out there teaching and people looking at you? So what about that? You shouldn't be ashamed of Yahweh Bashim Shai. I don't give a fuck about anybody looking at me. All right, I got relatives that see me. I got people, probably people at work that probably see me out there. I don't give a fuck. All right, it's about the Lord. It's about Him. And Salakia for the rambling. Let's get to the scriptures really quick. This is James 1:22. It says, "Be ye doers of the word." Right, you got to be a doer of the word, man. And that's the thing with a lot of individuals. They sit and talk about, the kingdom. They talk about, this individual, he talks about the kingdom a lot. He talks about how, Lord willing, we're the elect. Lord willing this, Lord willing that. The kingdom of heaven is going to be beautiful. It's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Yeah, but you got to do the works to do that, though. You can't just do one video and then 7, 8, 9 days later, you're doing another video, and then you're hitting brothers up and you're saying, oh, it feels good to go out and teach. I went out about 50, taught at camp for 15, 20 minutes, or, just for example. And then, you go on his channel to look to see, his camp, to check his camp out, and he never put no video up, and according to the scriptures, that's lying, man. You could be destroyed for that. And at the end of the day, and I keep telling you brothers this, man, you think that you're telling us something, that you're getting away with what you're doing. The Lord is watching everything you're doing. This is the thing that you it's not clicking in your brother's brains. You may think behind closed doors nobody is watching you. Whatever you doing off camera, don't think that nobody can catch you or nobody's watching you. The Lord is watching everything you're doing. The Lord is watching every fucking thing you're doing. So you may think behind closed doors you're getting away because brothers can't see you, brothers can't scope you out. The Lord is watching everything you're doing. So you're going to be destroyed if you're not doing the works. You could be destroyed for that. You already know the truth. You already got your gift. You have to use your gift. And if you were in Great Millstone, brothers will tell you the same shit. They probably wouldn't even allow you around them because you're not doing no works. And I just don't understand. Maybe it's the spirit of fear. I don't know if brothers got fear on them. You know, and like I said, I've been to college. All right. I went to Sacramento State 2011. Wind up leaving the university. I went to ARC in Sacramento for about a year, 2 years, and then I moved to Vegas, and then I went to CSN. All right. I've been to college and I went to work. So there's no excuse on why you can't do the works. Because I've been there. I've done all that. I've done all that. There's no excuse. There's no excuse why you can't do no works. There's no excuse on that. So what if people see you? Oh man, they're gonna see me. They gonna say this about me, gonna say that about me. So what? You shouldn't be ashamed of Yahweh Shema Shai. Yahweh Shema Shai wasn't ashamed of you, so why would you be ashamed of Yahweh Shai? That's the problem with you, Jakes. You shouldn't be ashamed of the truth. So what if people see you? So what about that? Because you still got to you have to show yourself worthy in the eyes of the Lord. You individually, regardless if you're in a camp or not, no one can save you. I can't save you. You could be under me talking to me because the brother's very sincere. He hit me up, talking to me all the time. That's cool. That's beautiful, we call and check up on each other, but you're checking up on me. That's cool. But you, just because you're under me, that doesn't mean that you're going to be saved. Just because you're under the brothers, that doesn't mean that you're going to be saved. You individually still have to work out your own salvation, regardless if you're in a camp or not. The elders said it many times. You could be under them all day. You can be under them 24/7. They can't save you. You got to go out and you got to teach and you have to do your own works. So what if anybody say something about you? So what? You're in a university, you're in the dorms. So fucking what? You shouldn't care about that. You still have to do the works of the Lord, man. And so like it for the Rambam. First, this is James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. Because you got brothers in the truth that's deceiving themselves. Damn, man, somebody's going to see me. They're going to do this. I don't want to go out and teach because this person going to say this about me. I don't want this to happen. I don't want that. Don't think about that shit. Go out and teach, man. Go out and teach. Because you still got to do the work. You're in college. Yeah, you're in the dorms. University is big as fuck. I've been in the university. It's big as fuck. There's so much stuff, so many stuff that you could do on campus, man. I've been in the dorms. You can even go, they got a big ass fucking, not cafeteria, but they got the, I don't know how it is at the university you're at, but when I was at Sacramento State, they got a big ass fucking track field, bro. You can go on the bleachers out there, do a fucking lesson out there, or go on the outside of the college, outside of the dorms. They got restaurants across the street. Go out and teach. So fucking what? They got so much shit, so many areas you can go out and teach, man. You can even, if you that afraid, you can even go somewhere, recording yourself on a video somewhere, but you still got to go out and teach. You shouldn't be ashamed. You shouldn't be afraid in general. So Salaki on that. You should go out and teach, period, man. All right? You got brothers saying they're not a prophet, or you got brothers saying they're not ready. If you've been in the truth longer than 6 months, you're ready. Brothers, a lot of brothers, and the main breakdowns that a lot of individuals know is Jacob Trouble and End Day Prophecies. You guys are fire on them scriptures. Go and teach that. What's so hard setting up a camera, going out and teaching? What's so hard about that? You got brothers doing lessons, but when it comes to doing camp, they don't want to go and do it. You can't keep trying to surpass that, like try to go away from going out at camp. You have to do that. Verse 23, it says, for if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, because that's the thing. You got dudes that's doing part-time work in the truth. You can't do this isn't you're not doing Esau's job, all right? You're doing the works of the Lord, so you got to do a full-time position. There is no part-time, all right? You got Jake's doing part-time jobs. And what I mean part-time job, they're doing part-time work in the truth. You can't be doing part-time work. You got to do full-time work. I understand we got school, we got work, I understand that, but you can't use that as an excuse. I know brothers got at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in between that. And I work at 2 different sites. I do security. I work at 2 different fucking universities. I work at 2 university schools. I work one in Summerlin on Sundays, and I work way to hell in Henderson. All right, both areas is far as fuck. And then on top of that, I gotta come home and I got other stuff. I got bills. I got rent. I got all this other stuff I gotta pay. I do more shit. I work 88 hours a week. All right, and still do lessons. So if I'm able to still do lessons and still do camp, there should be no excuse why an individual can't do no works or can't go out at camp. There's no excuse on that, man. Verse 23, for if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. Verse 24, for he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he is. Verse 25, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not forgetful here, but a doer of the work. See, a doer of the work. That's what's going to get your salvation. A doer of the work. All right, a doer of the work. Listen carefully. A doer of the work, because it's just like it's not clicking. You know, you can be under me all day. You can call me. We could talk all day, but you still have to do your own labors. All right, and brothers not getting this. You know, the elders of Apostle Great Millstone get on us about that. I'm getting on you brothers about that, because I want you to, you know, Lord willing, you know, through the Spirit, you know, I want you to be delivered too. You know, we're all individually are holding on to our own crowns, and you jakes that's not doing works, that's doing part-time work in the truth, you're about to drop your crown. I'm trying to keep you from dropping it, but I can't hold your crown and hold my own crown. I can't do that. I can't tell you and keep reminding you to go out and do the works. You got to do it. The Lord has to put the Spirit on you. I can't keep trying to, you know, all of us in general, you know, all the brothers in the camp, we can't keep reminding you brothers, you got to do works, brother. You got to do works, brother. You got to go to camp. You got to go do camp. You got to do this. You got to do that. We can't keep telling you that. You a grown man, bro. You got to go out and you got to teach. I hope you say you hear me. You said that in my last lesson. You heard me, but you're still not doing it. That's the thing. You're still not doing it. I'm not going to force you to do nothing. It's either you're going to do it or not. But one thing is that you can't be, that slothful demon can't be around us, man. All right? I'm just letting brothers know. If you got a slothful demon, you can't be around us, man. You're going to get suspended or we're going to let you go. We don't want that slothful demon around the camp. It's going to fuck up the brotherhood. We can't have that. You got to be doing lessons. Even if it's a 5-minute lesson, it could be on 2 precepts. 2 fucking precepts, man. 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence. See, give diligence. Diligence, right? To make your calling and election sure. Right. And how are you going to make your calling and election sure? With diligence. All right. You got to make your own calling and election sure with diligence. Individually. Just because you're in a camp, regardless if you're in Great Millstone or not, you still got to do the works. You still got to continually be that fire, like Elder Apostle Rakat said. We got to be obsessed with this truth. We got to be on fire. All right. So there's no doing part-time work in the truth. You're not on part-time. You on full-time work. Full-time fucking work. All right. Again, all of us ain't gonna be able to get 3 videos in every day. We got work. We got all this other stuff. But at least you should be having a lesson up every day. At least a lesson, 1 video up, 2 video up every day. You know, because not all of us are gonna be able to get 3 videos in every single day. We're not gonna be able to do that. All of us ain't gonna be able to do 3 videos every day. All right. So again, you know, you want to at least get two to at least 1 video up every day. 1 video up every day. If you can't get 3 videos up every day, at least 1 video up every day, because you're still laboring if you can, you know, because I work 88 hours a week, you know, damn near 90 hours a week. So I only get, and my off days is split. I don't get Saturday, Sunday off, because I get Saturdays off, but I don't get Saturday, Sunday off. I get Tuesday off, and then I don't get off again until Saturday. So I got split days. I don't have Saturday, Sunday off. So it's really difficult for me to do lessons, but I still do them if I have any free time, even if it's 10 minutes, I'm still getting something in. Again, my off days are split. I get Tuesday off and I get Saturday off. I used to get Saturday, Sunday off, but due to other people at the fucking plantation, they ain't doing they shit. I gotta fucking cover they shit, so I gotta work Sunday. So I work Sunday, and I work Sunday, so I only get Saturday and Tuesday off. They moved my off day from Sunday to Tuesday, so I only get Tuesday and Saturday off. And I work almost 88 to 90 hours. I work 88 to 90 hours, man. That's a lot of hours. That's damn near 6 days a week. Damn near. Sometimes I get a full 40. Sometimes I get 48 hours. You know, so my days is split. You know, but the Lord still put the Spirit on me to do lessons. I still get lessons in between that. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You are working out your own salvation in this truth. It's not about you. It's about the Lord. And by you not doing works, the Lord is watching that, man. And he can kill you, man. You can be destroyed not doing the works. That's why you want to fear the Lord. 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Right? You got to do the works of the Lord. You have to do the works of the Lord. There's no ifs or ands or buts about it. Yes, you're in a university. I've been there. All right? I've been there. I've been in my early 20s. I'm 30 years old now. In my early 20s in 2011, I was 21, 22, 23. I went to work and went to school. I did both of that. And I worked nights. I used to work from midnight all the way to 8 a.m. And I had to be at school by 8 a.m. So I used to be going to work and going to school. I did all that, bro. It is challenging, but I still had spaces. And I took martial arts. I had martial arts classes after I got out of school. And martial arts used to be from 5:30 to 6 to 7 o'clock. And I had tutoring in between that. So once school get out at 12, because I used to have sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have class until I have school until about 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. So then I'll take tutoring for math, and then once I get out, I do an hour of tutoring. I will go home, change, and then go to martial art practice. Be there till about 6, 7 o'clock. Go home, go to sleep for 2, 3, 4 hours, and then head to work. So I did all of that, and still had time in between. If I can space my martial arts in between that, I'm just using that as an example. I don't really too much do martial art classes no more because I already then got my certificates and all that, and registered hands and stuff. But if I could do all of that back then in my 20s, go to school, do tutoring, and do martial arts practice, and go to work, be able to fit all of that into my schedule for the whole entire week, there's no excuse for why you brothers can't do the works. And I've done all that. And I was in my early 20s, man. I was like 21, 22, 23. I've done all that, man. So there's no excuse. And martial arts, that's a whole 2-3 hours of exercising. Plus only going back home and sleeping for 4 hours, and then going up to work another 12 to 8 every fucking day. There's no excuse, man. And I'm just using myself as an example. We got work, we got school, we got all that. But I was able to still make time in between the times when I was going to school to have time to do what I wanted to do. And I did a lot. And I took 12 units. So I know about college. I took 12 units. 12 units is a full load of classes. 12 fucking units, man. And I don't know how it is now, but back then it was 12 units to get a full load. So I've been there, man. I've been there. This is Philippians 2 and 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation. See, you individually have to work out your own salvation. All right? You can, regardless if you're in a camp or not, you still got to do the works. Regardless if you're in a camp or not, you still have to do the works. One more time. Regardless if you're in a camp or not, you individually got to still do your own works. You still have to. You can lie to brothers and tell brothers, oh, I did a 10-minute video, and then they go on your channel and you ain't got no video up. You could be destroyed for that. Because the Lord is watching. The Lord is watching everything you're doing. That's what you're not understanding. The Lord is watching everything that you're doing. All right? And if you're going to be a brother to lie to kick it, you don't need to be around us. We don't want individuals like that around us. We need diligent, sincere brothers. And by you lying to kick it, we can't have you around us. That's why you got suspended for a week. So if you don't straighten up and you don't start doing works like brothers and this goes for all the brothers in the camp. If you brothers is not doing works, we're not going to keep reminding you. We're not going to keep doing these warning videos. It's just going to be automatic suspension, or you're going to be getting let go. You got to get your walking papers, because we can't keep dealing with this no more, man. We can't have a slothful demon around us. We don't want that around us, man. Philippians 2 and 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, But now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you individually have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? Nobody can save you. Nobody can save you, man. When you come into this truth, and this is what allows you Jakes to understand it. When you come into this truth, you should already expect to be on fire for Yahweh Shemashah. You should already expect knowing the things that you have to do. Brothers shouldn't have to remind you over and over and over and over and over and over again what you should be doing. There's no if or ands or buts about it. There's no I got school, I got this. I've done that, man. I done took a lot of classes. I've done that. I've been to school. When I was in school, the brother's like 23. When I was in school, your age, man, you probably was in middle school. I did all that shit. I'm not boasting about it, but I'm just saying I've been to school. Yes, it's a lot of homework. Yes, you have a lot of projects you got to do in college. Yes, you got to do a lot of finals and exams. Yeah, you do got all that. Yeah, you got to study, but you still should be able to make time for the Lord at the end of the day, man. There's no excuse, man. Again, like I said, when I was in my early 20s, I didn't know the truth then, but I used to want to do martial arts. I used to fit my martial arts in between my schedule, and I went to work and I went to school. I went to work full time and went to school full time, and still fit it in because I love martial arts. I fit it in my hobby, and I had track practice. I forgot I had track practice, and practice was from fucking 1 to 2 o'clock. So I had track practice. So if I had track practice and I had martial arts and I had work and I had school, there's no fucking way. I forgot about that. I had track practice. I was a sprinter. I ran the 4x1, the 4x1, the 400, and the 4x4, and I ran 100. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse on that, man. I did do that. I forgot about that. I had track practice at the time. Yep, I forgot about that. Romans 12:1, and Salakia, elders and brothers, on that. Romans 12:1, it says, I beseech you, brethren, it says, by the mercies of Yahweh Bashimashai, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice. And that's, you have to do that. You have to present your body as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashimashai, man. There's no if or ands or buts about that. There's no excuses. All right. It says, acceptable unto Yahweh Bashimashai, which is your reasonable service. Which is your reasonable service. All right. Which is your reasonable service. So you got to do the works of the Lord. All right, you got to do the works of the Lord, man. All right, you got to put your body up as a living sacrifice. Luke 14 and 23, it says, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and edges. Go out into the highways and edges, man. You got to go out to the highways and byways. All right, you got to do that. You got to present your body as a living sacrifice. You got to go out and camp. The elders, Pastor Great Millstone, said what? Do 3 videos every day and set up camp once a week. It could be any day. Whatever free time you have during the week, go out and set up camp. You brothers know about the end day prophecies. You know, when we had that live with that brother using Gadal's live, you was constantly cutting brothers off, constantly talking about the end day prophecies. You need to go out and teach. You need to go out and teach. It's time. If you're not ready, then maybe you should probably just fall out of the camp and do your own thing, because you have to do the works. All right, you have to. And you've been in the truth since 2017, 18. There's no excuse, man. There's no excuse. Luke 14:23, it says, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and edges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. See, so you got to do the works of the Lord. You have to do the works of the Lord. 2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word. You got to preach the word. You have to preach the word. Yes, doing a lesson is cool, but you also got to go out at camp, and you got to set up camp, and you got to teach. Regardless if you're in a camp or not, you still got to go out in the highways and byways. You still got to go out of camp and teach. You have to do that. 2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. With all long suffering and doctrine. So you got to go out and teach. It gets really fucking cold. It gets really fucking hot. Still go out and teach. You got to teach, man. You have to fucking teach. This is the last precept going into with this, because this is what Yahushua said unto Peter. He told Peter 3 times to do this. All right? Yahushua told Peter 3 times. So this also goes to you Jakes, man. All right? John 21:15. It says, so then they had denied Yahushua. It says, saith to Simon Peter, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, and this is what Peter said unto Yahushua, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. It says, he saith unto him, feed my lambs. So Yahushua told him the first time, feed my lambs. Verse 16, he saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Told him the second time, feed my sheep, man. Right? Verse 17, it says, he saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time. See, the Lord told him 3 times, right? He says, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, feed my sheep. So that's what you got to do. You got to feed the Lord's sheep. So what if it's the same breakdowns that brothers did lessons on already? You got to put that shit on your channel, and you got to go out on the highways and byways, and you got to teach, because you don't know who's watching your videos. You don't know what soul or what Jake or what person will wake up to your lessons to. It don't matter, man. So you got to go out and teach. You got to do the works. No more reminding, man. You're getting suspended off top. Off top, man. All right, so again, man, you know, hopefully that brother examine himself. This isn't, you know, to crush your spirit, man, but you seen the videos. You know what I've said. You know what brother said. And we can't keep telling you what you need to do. We can't keep telling you do lessons, go out camp. You know what you need to do, man. You know what you need to do. So Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. So I hope that brother examine himself. You got a 1-week suspension. Hopefully you examine yourself. If you continue being the same way you are, next we're going to let you go. And that goes not just to him, it goes to any brother in our camp. Because we can't allow a slothful demon around us. I know you got school. I've done it all. There's no excuse. I've done it all, man. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Till next time I say shalom.